Welcome to 𝗏𝗏 the Book Guy, the show where I read you Amazon or Audible book summaries and reviews of new and best-selling business and personal development books so that you don't have to go searching and reading for yourself. That's right, all you have to do is listen. You're welcome. In this episode, we'll look at Content Inc., completely updated and expanded 2nd edition. Start a content-first business, build a massive audience, and become radically successful with little to no money by 𝗤𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃. Here's the summary from Audible. Content Inc. is the go-to guide to building a solid small business by establishing a loyal audience before you sell products or services. In this book, narrated by author 𝗤𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃, Joe provides a lower risk, more effective way to create a path to startup success by re-engineering the process that so often leads to failure. You'll learn how to develop valuable content, build an audience around that content, and then create a product for that audience. Content Inc. walks you through the entire process, showing how to choose a marketable content topic, figure out where little or no competition exists, choose your top channel for disseminating content, build long-term customer loyalty, monetize your product or service, expand your content into multiple channels, sell your content asset or scale it into a large enterprise. This updated edition includes new and enhanced coverage of platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram, a new section about the exit strategy for the model, more practical how-tos, and current examples of companies that have successfully implemented these strategies. Content Inc. provides an ingenious approach to business based on a profoundly simple concept. Having a singular focus on audience and building a loyal audience directly, providing the best, most nuanced understanding of what products ultimately make the most sense to sell. Apply the methods laid out for you in Content Inc. and create the business of your dreams. Now let's take a look at a couple of reviews. The first is by 𝗏𝐿𝐿𝐴𝐿44, whose review is entitled, "A Course in a Book from the Master of Content Marketing." She says, "I read this book with a highlighter and a notebook because there are so many good nuggets in it, not to mention a full course on how to do content marketing the right way to start a business. Forget what you've ever learned about starting with the product and instead start with your passion, sweet spot, and the audience in mind. Then find the tilt to get heard above the competition." Joe lays it out in an easy-to-follow format with interesting case studies and insight into both business, creation, and life. A must-read for anyone who loves to write content and has an entrepreneurial spirit. And the second review comes from Sarah Mitchell, whose review is entitled, "Years of Expert Advice Packed into One Book for Content Creators." She says, "I love the 2nd edition of Content Inc. Most business books on content marketing are focused on how to use content to grow your business, how content supports the marketing function. This book has been rewritten to focus on content creators and entrepreneurs to show them how to build a content business." As a writer, content creator, and business owner, Content Inc. fills a gap many of us have been trying to bridge. How do you turn your content into a business of its own? I've long been a fan of 𝗤𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃 and have implemented the principles of Content Inc. in 4 of my own businesses with great success. As the founder of the Content Marketing Institute, Pulizzi has been a content champion so long he coined the term content marketing. He didn't invent the discipline, but he spent years honing in on what's needed for successful content marketing initiatives. As with all of Pulizzi's books, it's clearly written and well laid out. The advice comes with plenty of examples and is easy to action. What I really like is how Pulizzi reinforces everything in the book with a regular newsletter, articles, and a podcast, and it's all free. Check out the Tilt website where he's collected everything in one place. I recommend Content Inc. to anyone working in content creation because it's an indispensable source of inspiration, wisdom, and advice. So there you have it. That's Content Inc. completely updated and expanded 2nd edition by Joe Pulizzi. It's difficult to have so many favorites, but I have to say that this one is definitely on my list. If you've read it, let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to do all the usual subscribing jazz so you don't miss out on book summaries and reviews that'll help you to decide what books might be right for you. Until next time.